My name is Hasan Söylemez. I am from Turkey. I am Turkish documentary filmmaker. I travel by bicycle in Africa and making documentaries. It has been 4 years I have been there. And now I am here in Manchester Film Festival because of Tenere. Tenere is my feature documentary. I shot all this film by myself in Tenere. Tenere means desert in Tuareg language. It is in the middle of the Sahara, and it is 400,000 kilometers square, and the distance between two trees are 400 kilometers. There is nothing. It looks like as an ocean.
An ocean of sand.
Ocean of sand, yeah. The story of the film is that there are over 100,000 of people, African people, coming from sub-Saharan countries to reach Libya. They try to pass the desert to reach Libya and Europe. There are many news about the migrants who die in the sea, but nobody knows what happened in the desert. The people who die in the desert is more than in the sea. And I try to explain this story. I try to take this story to show the world what happened in the desert, and I hope in England, UK audience will see it.
And did you become aware of this story while you were living in Africa then for those 4 years?
Sorry?
Did you become aware of the story while you were in Africa for those 4 years?
Yeah. 2 years ago, when I was signing in Africa, I find a picture on internet. It was an amazing picture. It's incredible picture. There was a truck, and there were over 100 people on the truck. And I thought that this is not a real picture. And I searched, I digged internet, what is that? And I found out that this is a tragic, there is a tragic story under this picture. And I give a decision to make this journeys documentary.
And was it difficult to get migrants to speak to you about crossing the desert? Because obviously it's such a dangerous thing to do. It's a very personal journey, I imagine, for these people. How difficult was it to actually get in contact with people making this?
I will tell only one thing and you will understand how difficult is it. I am the first journalist in the world who passed that desert and recorded what happened in the desert. It was really difficult and hard and dangerous. There were bandits, and if you lose in the desert, you die. If your water and foods are finished, you die in the desert. There is nowhere to go, and there is no road. You are on a track, and and you don't know where you go. First, you have to reach Libya. Then you have to go from Libya to Europe by the boats. Only in 3 years, over 20,000 people rescued in the desert.
Wow.
Only by myself, I rescued 25 people.
Right. Wow.
And in 4 years, over 4,000 people die in the desert, Tenere Desert. Nobody knows their story. Nobody knows why they try to leave their country. In the film Tenere, I try to explain all these questions. Why these people leave their country, and what they leave during the journey, and why they want to go to Europe and Libya.
Are they aware? Are they aware of the dangers of crossing the desert? Because obviously something horrible must be happening at home if you're willing to take that risk of crossing the desert and the sea.
Sorry, can you...
Sorry, you don't have to answer it because it might be a bit of a spoiler for the film, to be completely honest. But I was just wondering, what is it that's driving them out of their home countries?
What's
making them leave their home countries?
Because the poverty. First thing is poverty. They have to live, they have to work, but there is no work in their country. And there is nothing to eat. and they have to take care of their family, and so they want to leave their countries. If the world want to solve this problem, the migrant problem, they should work on on the countries what they do to for these people, how they can find the work, how can take care of their families. Then the migrant problems will be a little bit small,
Yeah.
I think.
And what do you hope that people who see the film today feel as they leave?
Sorry?
What do you hope that people who watch the film today feel when they're leaving?
When they leaving, I hope they will think about these migrant problems, because yes, we see many news about them on the TVs, but it is just the news. In the film, you will feel what they live.
Yeah.
So it will be an empathic situation for them.